£72 million is how much Manchester United paid for their new Danish centre-forward, Rasmus Højlund. But there is a problem, and no, I'm not talking about his back injury, that is more serious than previously anticipated. Before we are able to understand what the issue is, we need to understand that Rasmus is a highly talented centre-forward that most teams could only dream of adding to their starting 11. At 1 metre and 91 centimetres tall, a strong frame and being a clinical finisher with both feet, the price tag on the 20-year-old comes to no surprise, especially once you see his statistics from his last season at Atalanta. Now, although 10 goals in 34 games in the Serie A and Italian Cup may not seem like much, it is once you have looked at the total minutes he played. He scored on average every 200 minutes in the league, and with his international team, he has scored in every game on average. So what is the problem with Rasmus? It's also not his price tag, especially if you start comparing the transfers that have been happening this summer. It almost feels like a bargain, having seen Neymar join Al Hilal for €90 million, Declan Rice join Arsenal for £105 million, and of course Moises Caicedo, who broke the English transfer record this summer. Well, what is the problem then? Wait, make sure you subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. Let's keep growing. Well, the issue with Rasmus Højlund is that he's not a big game player. Now, how this conclusion was made was by simply analysing his statistics in his Serie A appearance last season. But keep in mind, Rasmus only played about 57 minutes on average in these games. He scored 9 goals during his 32 appearances, but the problem are his opponents. Out of the 9 goals that he scored, only one of those goals was against the club that finished in the top 8 last season. All other goals were scored against teams that finished in the lower half of the league. And although it's important to acknowledge that the Serie A is well known for its world-class defenders, playing in the Premier League will definitely not be an easier task, especially considering the fact that Rasmus is still very young and has got very little league experience, and this is not the only area where his age might have an impact on him. It is no secret that young players who have moved to Man United and other world-famous clubs for a high price tag, except this guy, can sometimes crumble under the pressure of having to perform and score week in and week out. Jadon Sancho is the first player who comes to mind. 2 years ago, Sancho was all over the press and was wanted by almost every Premier League and La Liga club that were able to get their hands on him. Sancho then signed for United as England's second most expensive signing of all time, a whopping £73 million. After a few appearances in the Premier not instantly performing and delivering the expected results, Sancho was out indefinitely, suffering from physical and mental health issues. The reason why this is being mentioned and this story is relevant is that both of these players come from a similar level of club and league, and Rasmus is turning 21 next year, the same age at which Sancho underwent his issues. On the bright side, Rasmus has twin brothers that are in the Copenhagen under-19 squad, and his dad used to play professionally in the Danish league, who will be able to coach, support and guide him through whatever struggles he might face that are coming his way. As a final note, I would like to state that I'm looking forward to how Rasmus will perform this season, once he's able to play and make his debut at United and hopefully prove me wrong, as well as giving Haaland a run for his money in the Golden Boot race. Do you agree that this is the problem with Rasmus, or do you think he's already got what it takes to become one of the most feared Premier League strikers of all time? Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye!